Hey people, this is my top 5 knockouts of the year, and coming at number 5 is Emmanuel Newton versus Keen Mo, because I cannot pronounce for shit today. But basically, this has to be one of the most coolest knockouts of the year, in my opinion. So basically, we got them fighting. It was the first round. He throws a spinning back fist because I think Keen Mo got too cocky in this fight, and out of nowhere he gets spinning back fist, and after he got spinning back fist, he literally just froze and fell down. And I get this awesome picture right now that you're seeing on screen. Looks like they're hugging, but it was pretty funny. This picture was pretty funny. That's why I put it as the picture for the part of the video. But it was such a great knockout, and he was so cocky in this fight, and he lost in the rematch. But I don't really watch Belter fighting MMA. But when I did, this was like the only fight I ever saw, and it was a great fight because he got knocked out pretty cool. And last time I saw a good spinning back fist knockout was when Matt Serra got knocked out, and that was a long ass time ago. But this knockout was so funny because the way it happened was fucking hilarious. Because he just stood and froze and fell onto the floor. Search it up, you'll like it too. Because yeah, that. Coming in at number 4 is Vitor Belfort versus Luke Rockhold, and this sucks because this is Luke Rockhold's UFC debut, and he gets knocked the fuck out, so that kind of sucks automatically. But what's up with people using spinning back kick now? Ever since Edson Barboza landed one perfectly, but this was such a cool knockout, like. Vitor Belfort has been using the fuck out of his legs lately in this fight, but the only reason why this knockout isn't higher up in the list is because the kick kind of just rocked him, but when he fell to the floor, he just swarmed on him with punches. So yeah, it would have been way much better if he just like fell flat after the kick and was already gone. But it still sucks to be a Rockhold because you got knocked the fuck out in your debut. But still a cool knockout, by the way, even though everyone knows that Vitor's on TRT and steroids. And coming in at number 3 is Alistair Overeem versus Alistair Overeem versus Antonio Silva. And by the way, this picture looks really fucking funny for some reason. But here's the story behind this fight. In the weigh-ins, Alistair Overeem said to Antonio Silva, "You're a dead man! You're a dead man!" And during the fight, the first 2 rounds, without a doubt, Alistair won the fight for the first 2 rounds. And in round 3, his hands were just down most of the fight. And I guess that ended up being his ultimate doom, because in the end of round 3, or the beginning of round 3, his hands were down, he was up against the cage, and freaking Bigfoot landed a couple shots, then rocked him and landed more shots, and that was just the end of that was the end of the day for Alistair there. After he landed a couple more shots, he just dropped to the ground. It was a great knockout. The way he dropped too was like boom, but they didn't consider. I guess they called it a TKO, but I think it was a fucking knockout because he was fucking out of it before right when he dropped, dude. And the way he dropped kind of reminded me of Rashad Evans when he got dropped. When he got knocked out by Lyoto Machida. Looks like he's doing like the stanky leg or something. So yeah, search that video up. You'll laugh. And coming in at number 2, it's another Vitor Belfort knockout, and this one's over Dan Henderson. The reason why this knockout's so high on the list is because Dan Henderson has never been knocked out throughout his whole fucking career until this rematch fight. If I can explain the knockout, basically at the beginning of the fight, Dan Henderson was coming in towards, and he got caught by a punch. Then he was on the ground, and Vitor was just on top and landing punches. But here's the real knockout. Here's how he got knocked out. After I guess he kind of got right when he got up. Vitor threw a nice fucking leg kick, and he was just fucking straight. He was gone after that kick, dude. And yeah, it kind of sucks seeing Dan Henderson get knocked out because he's never been knocked out before, so that made it more sad and more of a greater knockout. So yeah, it was a great knockout. Yeah. And coming in at number 1, it's so fucking obvious. Chris Weidman's knockout over Anderson Silva. Say what you want to say about this knockout. He got lucky. Anderson was clowning. No matter what, he knocked him out and he beat him. So yeah, there goes all your arguments. And this is like one of those knockouts that it's so hard to watch. Every time you watch this fight, you don't want that outcome to happen, but it's always gonna happen no matter what. And I'm such a huge Anderson Silva fan that I'm still not over this fucking knockout. It hurts so much watching this knockout. Like seriously, it hurts my heart, man. Especially the fact that he lost again to that nasty broken leg he got. But that's for a different conversation or a different time to talk. But Dude, this knockout might be like knockout of the year, shocking moment of the year, and moment of the year, if that even fucking makes sense. But the way he knocked him out was like his head kind of wobbled. Then when he was on the ground punching him, his head was like bouncing off the ground like a fucking basketball. It was, in my opinion, it was kind of a brutal knockout, but it was a great knockout too. And I feel so sorry for Anderson Silva for getting knocked out. He'll never be the same after that. I'm crying about it right now too. Thanks for watching, guys.